tonight. She just put on a really terrific show along with Mrs. Key. Please give it up for Pam Bow. All right, here she comes. Way to go. You're coming? You're not even breathing heavy.
I'm coming. Well, speaking of orgasms, anybody have a foodgasm? What food do you eat that really gets you turned on? Come on, what do you like?
Milk duds.
Milk duds, okay. How about you?
I don't know. Chocolate.
Okay, glad people go for chocolate. Anyway, I'm from the Midwest originally. I used to be Pamela Sue, and I used to talk like this all the time. Anyway, I'm from the land of meat and potatoes, that awful canned ham that you know opened up with the screw and gelatinous mess on the top, cornbread, Wonder Bread, and not much else. Chipped beef on toast. So the food was pretty poor. I didn't really have a foodgasm until I came to the East Coast, and I had my first Italian meal. So my first boyfriend was Italian. I was 16 years old, and he invited me over for Sunday dinner. Now in my family, Sunday dinner is you come at 5, you have a drink, maybe one of those little hot dog things, and you have dinner and you're home by 7:30, okay? Not Italians. You start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and you're lucky if you finish at 2 o'clock in the morning, and that's with a 20-minute goodbye. But anyway, so I had no idea what Italian food was. I thought it was beefaroni in a can. You remember the canned ravioli? I still like it. that was the most Italian I ever had. So, his family lived in a 2-family house, because the grandma, of course, lives downstairs with another kitchen, and, the main family lived upstairs. So she had 3 sons and no daughters to help her. And she wasn't thrilled that he brought home a non-Italian to date, and I'm not Catholic. So, but she grew to like me because I brought a homemade, from scratch, carrot cake, and I brought her sunflowers from my garden. So that kind of impressed her. And also that I was so hardworking, and I worked as a nurse's aide, so I had a little money. So, yeah, she accepted me at the table. So the grandfather was sitting next to me. He doesn't speak a word of English, and he's plying me with, glasses of Chianti. Now, I never had any alcohol. I'm only 16 years old, but I took advantage of it, okay? So here comes the antipasto. Now, I thought that was the main dinner. The olives, the salami, the prosciutto, the pepperoni, and all the cheeses. Now, the only cheese I ever had that was Parmesan was in the green container from Kraft's. It's sawdust, right? I never had real Parmesan cheese. Ooh. Couldn't help making the little noises, little yummy noises. And real bread with crust. I was used to Wonder Bread, grilled cheese sandwiches with Campbell's soup, tomato soup. I never had tomato gravy. Yeah, that's what they called it. And it should be called gravy because they make it with a lot of meat. She was cooking all day. I couldn't believe it. There was meatballs in it, sausage in it, the brujol, the flank steak, big platters of food came out. She actually made a turkey, and it wasn't even Thanksgiving. I couldn't believe it. And then there was the soup course, and then the salad course. I'm unbuttoning my pants by now. And then she came out with the tiramisu. And that's when I had my first foodgasm. I'm sitting there, they're having coffee, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is wonderful. But I did get invited back, just so they could hear me, going through my groans. So we went to Italy, and I was surprised that the Italian food in Italy is a lot different than Italy food in America. They don't cook with all the garlic that we do, and their pizza doesn't have the sauce on it. It has fresh tomatoes and fresh basil. It's so great. But I didn't have another foodgasm until we went to Florence and we had gelato. You ever had gelato?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like ice cream on steroids. And it actually had liquor in it. I think I got amaretto that time. It was wonderful. So anyway, I learned how to cook. I took lessons from my mother-in-law because she never wrote any of her recipes down. It was all top secret. So I wrote it all down, and I'm glad I did because she expired the next year. So I did a family cookbook, so we have all the recipes. And so now I'm giving foodgasms of my own to other people. Wait till you try my ragu with short ribs over homemade tagliatelle and my tiramisu. Thank you and have a good night.
Way to go, Pam.
Oh, yeah.
All right. You done? One more? Multiple? Most of you probably remember when we tried to use the metric system. Remember that? You know, and some of you don't.